frustrating 2-week stretch in which they went 3-11. Jim Lincecum was the right man for the job as he made history at AT&T Park, no-hitting the Padres for the second time in the last 12 months. It was just a lift the Giants needed. Now they hope the good times keep rolling against the Reds. It's game 1 of a 4-game series coming up next. Welcome to 24 Willie Mays Plaza, which yesterday seemed like the center of the baseball world as Tim Lincecum made more baseball history. But now the time for celebrating is over. The Giants open a 4-game series against the Red Hot Reds. Hello, everyone. I'm John Miller with Mike Krukow. Welcome to San Francisco Giants baseball. It was a day that we will not soon forget, that's for sure. More spectacular performing by Tim Lincecum. Another milestone amongst so many. But now the Red Hot Reds, who are playing their best ball of the year right now, come to town. Vogelsong for the Giants. Mike Leake going for Cincinnati.
Well, you look back the last 2 weeks, and it tells you all you need to know about these two teams. The Red Hot Reds are 10-4 in those 14 games. The Giants are 4-11 in those last 15 games. And the driving force behind the Reds' success right now is not the middle of the lineup. They do have Joey Votto back. Giants didn't see him when they were back in Cincinnati. It's Billy Hamilton. And all the Reds are talking about this guy has finally got this game slowed down, and he's really making a difference, both at the plate and in the field. He's got 31 stolen bases. They're going to have to control him. One nice thing about Ryan Vogelsong, however, is this will be his 16th start, his previous 15 games. Giants 10-5 when he toes the rubber.
All right, and Billy Hamilton gave the Giants a lot of trouble when they were in Cincinnati. So this is the start of the 4-game series with the Reds, but we are going to take another look back at yesterday's history-making performance by Tim Lincecum with Amy G. Stay tuned, Amy G. back when we return.
Giants history, and after celebrating, the Giants now need to focus on a very tough club in the Cincinnati Reds, who are here for a 4-game set. Welcome back to the broadcast. I'm Amy Gutierrez. And before the Giants totally turn their attention to tonight's game, we thought it would be appropriate to show you one last look at yesterday's no-hitter. It's our Ford right choice. It's thrown by the freak himself, and Dwayne Kuiper has the call.
On the ground to Panic. Panic to Posey, and Lincecum has done it again. He has no-hit the San Diego Padres for the second time in 2 years.
For high-quality, great MPG, Ford is the right choice for California. After the no-hitter, manager Bruce Bochy had a toast in the clubhouse for the team and for Tim, saying that he joined elite company. He couldn't be more right. Actually, along with Christy Mathewson, Tim, the only other Giant in franchise history to record 2 no-hitters.
Glasses there to this man. You know, in this game, we get to see some special things in baseball. We got to see one of them. Now we got to see another one, and I put you in another class, Timmy, and I want to thank you for making it a lot less stressful. You know, the pitch count was much better.
Yeah. I took 15 starts.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Bruce Bochy certainly has all of his fingernails today. Not quite the nail biter that the last one was, but so much fun to watch. All right, the Giants need to ride that momentum of yesterday's victory and milestone. Ryan Vogelsong will be on the hill this evening. John Miller, Mike Krukow have the call, and after these messages, we're going to check in with our Comcast Sportsnet studios for an update.
Fresh off history, the Giants are welcoming the Cincinnati Reds to AT&T Park, a team that actually no-hit the Giants just last year, Homer Bailey. We welcome you into our Comcast Sportsnet studios. Ahmed Fareed here with Sean Estes. And Sean, 1 no-hitter is good. 2 in a row, would be fantastic.
Let's keep it going.
Keep it going, right?
You know, keep the streak alive.
Ryan Vogelsong taxed with that as he is going tonight for the Giants, and he's matching up with Mike Leake. So you got a pitching matchup of a couple of guys who have been on and off. You look at Ryan Vogelsong, and his numbers in May, Sean, 2.29 ERA. His numbers in June so far, not as good. That ERA over 6. What has gone wrong with Vogie at this point?
Bad enchiladas, maybe?
Maybe.
It could be the enchiladas, but I don't know. I mean, think with anything with pitchers, is when they're struggling, it's usually location and command of the fastball. And when Ryan Vogelsong was so good in May, it was because he was hitting his spots down and away from right-handed hitters with his fastball, his changeup, his cutter, and his curveball. So, I mean, to me, that's all it is. He's just getting the ball up in the zone right now. He needs to regain a little bit of focus, especially with 2 strikes, getting that ball down, eliminating mistakes. So as soon as you're able to do that as a pitcher, you can induce a lot more ground balls, you get ahead of hitters. So, you know, his last 3 haven't been great, but if you remember, Ahmed, 4 games ago, he pitched against this Cincinnati team and pitched extremely well.
Yeah, so maybe he sees that jersey once again and he'll do the same thing. Mike Leake used to be one of the better hitting pitchers in Major League Baseball. That average for him, though, below 200 this year. We got a programming note for you. Sportsnet Central coming your way after the game over on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. All the highlights, all the reaction from this one as the Reds begin their series with the Giants on a sunny day in San Francisco. For Sean Estes, I'm Ahmed Fareed. We'll get you back out to AT&T Park for first pitch coming up after this.
Bay, as the Giants and Reds are about to begin a 4-game series. First visit to San Francisco for the Reds this year. The Reds batting order brought to you by your Northern California Lexus dealer. The speedy and dynamic leadoff man Billy Hamilton, center field. Todd Frazier having a great year, third base. Joey Votto, the Reds' best hitter, back in the lineup from the disabled list, first base. Devin Mesoraco, and he has gotten hot again. The Giants really cooled him off 3 weeks ago when they were in Cincinnati, but the last week and a half he has caught fire again. Brandon Phillips, the Gold Glover at second base. Jay Bruce in right field. His bat has started to speak. Ryan Ludwig, left field, and he has gotten hot. Zach Cozart A fine glove batted shortstop hitting 8th, and Mike Leake, the pitcher, batting 9th.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be the right-handed veteran Ryan Vogelsong, the 2011 National League All-Star, about to make his 16th start of the season. Giants in his 15 starts, 10-5. This is what he has done personally. He's 5-3 with a 4.13 ERA. Good strikeout walk ratio, 71-29. You're going to see a low 90s fastball with good command to both sides of the plate. He will 2- and 4-seam that fastball. He will cut the ball. He'll give you a curveball, a slider, and a changeup. Lifetime against the Reds, 3-3 with a 4.84 ERA. He's had a couple of starts against him here at AT&T. No record, but with a very good ERA against Cincinnati, 2.77.
Well, he pitched very well against the Reds 3 weeks ago today in a 3-2 victory. And the first pitch fastball, a foul tip into Buster Posey's glove, and we are underway. But Billy Hamilton, and you talked about the Giants needing to keep him from taking over a game, and he did take over a game against the Giants back in Cincinnati. Shows the bunt, and that is too low. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Now, the way the Reds describe him now is that he has allowed the game to slow down. And it just means that he's getting used to the speed of the big league game, and it is different than minor league games.
The curveball, and it's 1-2. He had 3 hits in 3 at-bats against Lincecum back on June the 4th, but 2 of the hits were infield hits. He just basically put the ball in play, hit it very poorly, and they could not throw him out.
A lot of pressure on the defense, especially the left side of the infield.
Just off the outside. 2-2. Pat Holberg is the home plate umpire. Jeff Kellogg, the crew chief, at first. Dan Bellino at second. DJ Rayburn umpiring at third. There's Pat Holberg.
Yeah, he's a good umpire. He's a low ball umpire. He will give you width on both sides of the plate. Very consistent. Good solid zone.
Strike 3 call. Some movement coming back to the plate. And Hamilton is gone.
All right, let's take a look at the defense that Vogelsong will have behind him, starting in the Giants outfield from left to right. It'll be Colvin, Blanco, and Pence. That's your outfield with the best arm in right field. Crawford, Sandoval on the left side of the infield. And Joe Panik and Adam Duvall are on the right side. A debut and a first start for Adam Duvall and Buster Posey. He'll be in the squad putting down the signs.
It's a big night for Duvall, who just got here before the game yesterday, coming in from Texas. And he was here for Tim Lincecum's no-hitter, his first game as a big leaguer in uniform, and then he was part of the big celebration on the field with his new teammates. Todd Frazier, he's been the Reds' top power and RBI man so far this year, and a 92-mile-an-hour fastball right by him. Elvin and Gina Duvall are here to watch their son in his major league debut. There they are. Who's more nervous, Adam Duvall or Elvis and Gina?
Well, I got to believe Elvis and Gina. Elvin and Gina, and they got game faces on right now. They don't look relaxed. A little stressed, as you can imagine.
Very stoic. 2-1. And the off-speed delivery in there for strike 2. Vogelsong has had some problems with the Reds in the past, but had one of his best games against them in Cincinnati. He had 9 strikeouts in 6 1/3 innings, but Frazier did take him deep. That is a bloop. Base hit. So he had the home run in Cincinnati, and right off the left field foul pole back 3 weeks ago, and the other 3 times he batted, he struck out.
Let's take a look at that home run you're talking about. Just goes out and hooks it, and then it's a matter, will it stay fair? And it hits the foul pole, and he got a free trip around the bags. Well, that last swing of the bat in this game tonight was a magic one-do single. Vogelsong made the pitch in the location that he wanted and kind of got burned, and that opens up the side for Votto.
So Duvall on the bag with Frazier at first, and Votto takes a called strike. Votto is hitting .266 with 6 home runs and a .409 on base percentage. He's only played in 54 games and has had 45 walks. A ball and a strike. Votto facing Vogelsong, only 1 for 6 lifetime against him, but he's also walked 3 times. And he gets some criticism in some quarters in Cincinnati from people who believe he walks too much, that he should be looking to drive in more runs and not take so many walks. That's been sort of an age-old argument. Ted Williams used to have to respond to that criticism. 2-1 the count. But Votto does have a very discerning eye. He's a very keen sense of the strike zone.
Well, Barry Bonds felt the same criticism in his career. And you work hard to define a strike zone, and guys don't want to leave the zone once they've got it established in their own mind.
Right up the first base line, but a foul ball.
The argument is, well, you're such a good hitter, don't be afraid to go out of the strike zone, extend the strike zone, and try and do some damage. We need you to not get runs, not get walks. And I hear both points, but I do believe that hitting is a discipline. I believe the strike zone is one of the most important things for a hitter to maintain. And I really can't find anything wrong with a guy that stays disciplined to that strike zone.
Well, he's not the only hitter in the lineup either. Mesoraco is a red-hot hitter. He's the man on deck. Frazier back to the bag at first. I remember a story. Del Crandall was an outstanding major league catcher, later a major league manager, scout, coach. And he was catching a game, bottom of the 9th inning, and Stan Musial, Hall of Famer, one of the great all-time hitters, was up with 2 down. They needed a home run to tie the game, and he gave a target several inches off the outside corner. As Votto hits one well to center, but plenty of room for Blanco, and 2 down. Anyway, the story was the pitcher threw one about 4 inches off the outside corner, and Musial reached out and hooked it down the right field line 3 feet foul past the foul pole. Crandall ran out and said, 4 inches is not enough. Keep it about a foot outside.
That's right.
Devin Mesoraco, right now he's 5th in All-Star balloting for catcher, but his numbers certainly make him look worthy for the honor. He has finally started to blossom. The Reds always felt he had it in him. There goes Frazier. Posey's throw off the glove of Panic. And Frazier into third base, and he's coming around third, and Blanco retrieves it. So a steal for Frazier and an error to Buster Posey, allowing him to go to third.
Now watch the right foot of Posey as he steps into his target. And that looked pretty solid right there. Usually if a guy comes across his back foot and steps towards the left field or the right batter's box with his right foot, that is what causes the throw to go errant and sort of fade into the right field side of the field. I'm not sure what type of grip he had on that ball, but it was usually a pretty accurate thrower, not that time. Losing that 90 feet, though, isn't the end of the world with 2 outs.
Frazier with his 10th steal of the year. Now runner at third with 2 down. Right to Duvall, and his first chance as a major leaguer is an unassisted putout to end the inning. Buster Posey will be coming up third. No score. spectacular picture postcard evening at AT&T Park. The Giants batting order presented by Audi. Truth in engineering. Blanco, center field. Pence, right field. Posey, the catcher. Sandoval, third base. Tyler Colvin in left field with Michael Morse out, and he's got the bug right now that has knocked him out of action. Adam Duvall, major league debut. He was leading the Pacific Coast League with 23 first-half home runs. Brandon Crawford, shortstop. Joe Panik at second base, and Vogelsong, the pitcher, bats ninth.
On the hill tonight for the Cincinnati Reds will be Mike Leake. Leake, a 26-year-old, in his fifth year at the big league level. Not a big guy, built more like a shortstop, 5'10", 190 pounds. That's what he's done in 15 starts, 5-6 with a 3.59 ERA. Very good athlete. He's got a three-quarter short arm release, and he's going to give you everything: fastball, slider, changeup, curveball. And he's a strike throwing machine, and when he's right, you'll see a lot of ground balls because he will use that sinker a lot. Also fields his position well. Does really all the things that you think a big league pitcher should do in holding runners on. As I mentioned before, he likes to work quick.
Along the left field line, Ludwig in a hurry, and he's got it. Nice play by Ludwig.
Let's take a look at that Reds defense, starting in the outfield from left to right. You get Ludwig, Hamilton, and Bruce. That's your outfield. Cozart and Frazier on the left side of the infield. Phillips and Votto on the right side, and Devin Mesoraco will be in the squad, putting down the sides. Best arms in the Reds outfield are in center and right. Hamilton and Bruce both with very strong arms. That according to our scouting report from Tim Flanner. Take a look at the play from Ryan Ludwig. Almost a face plant.
Ball one to Hunter Pence. Pence is hitting .400 lifetime against Leake, 10 for 25 with 2 doubles and a homer. Pence and Pablo Sandoval, Tyler Colvin have all done well against Leake in the past. That is a foul ball. So Pence hustling up the line. Always among the Giants leaders since he's arrived in town as a Giant. Among the Giants leaders in infield hits. And that's why he's got the combination of excellent speed, and he breaks hard out of the box every time he hits the ball. Pence with a .360 on base average and an .833 OPS. And there are his numbers, very strong against Leake. Infield swung around toward the third base side, playing in the pole. No score in the game. 2-2. Leake out of Arizona State. He was a great collegiate pitcher, and he was a first-round draft choice for the Reds. 8th overall player selected in the '09 draft. Off the outside again. Now, the only time he ever pitched in the minor leagues, it was because he was coming back from an injury on a rehab. Went right to the big leagues. And that's a strikeout.
Hey, speaking of rehab, Brandon Belt down in San Jose tonight, playing for the San Jose Giants. His first at bat, got a hit.
Well, I think everybody was really amazed when Belt came back and started taking batting practice and fielding ground balls and whatnot. Maybe Belt himself amazed. He felt no pain whatsoever in that surgically repaired thumb. Ball one to Buster Posey. And they were hopeful that the whole process might be sped up a little bit. And that's a called strike on the outside. Pagan, who is eligible to, or will be eligible to come off the disabled list as early as Tuesday when the Cardinals series begins. That's a little bit low. 2-1. The back stiffness plaguing Pagan. So he is on the DL, but two very important parts of the Giants lineup are missing right now, Pagan and Belt. Buster along the right field line, slicing and failed. Bruce has got a great arm, can't pick it up initially. A double for Buster Posey.
He has been peppering the right side of the infield during this hot streak. And just a breaking ball. And the way he hits this thing and the strength he has off his back leg tells me he was looking for something soft. Stays inside it. Just the classic V that you see. The inverted V with perfect balance, the body between the feet. A guy that uses the whole field like that's so tough to pitch to. Especially when he's smart, you can guess.
Well, now Pablo Sandoval, who has a .647 career batting average against Mike Leake. 11 hits, 17 at bats. And that's out of play. On 1 the count. Pablo overall at .269, 9 home runs, .315 on base percentage. But he's done some serious damage against Leake in the past. 2 homers, 2 doubles amongst those 11 lifetime hits. Just in case, they're here to document it. Pablo is sitting on 99 career home runs. A ball and a strike. Twilight time. The sun is shining brightly at the moment off the hitter's backdrop in center field with the field covered in shadow. That gives you an idea of what the hitter is up against. Because the field, the pitcher, the ball, his eyes adjusting for that bright backdrop. They look a little bit darker than normal. Right to the second baseman Crawford, or to Brandon Phillips, and the inning is over. Started to give the wrong Brandon name there. On to the second.
You did good.
As John mentioned last inning, a big couple of days for Adam Duvall. He was called up yesterday, making his first major league start tonight, but yesterday walks into the dugout and witnesses his first no-hitter in person ever in his career. Now, he got the call late Tuesday night, gentlemen, about 11:30. He texted his parents. He said, "I'm going to call you. Everything's okay, but I want you to both answer the phone." He described getting the call like getting punched in the chest. Yep, that's a quote. He's very excited to be here, as we can all very well understand. Gentlemen.
And the Giants, I think, are excited to see him in action here, as he was lighting it up down in AAA this year. Thanks, Amy. Brandon Phillips, the Reds' second baseman, hitting .274. 5 homers, 33 batted in, only a .306 on base percentage. He missed the last 3 games. A bruise in his right heel. Right there in the outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's how you take away a 1-0 advantage. Perfect location.
Phillips has been a very tough out for Vogelsong in the past. He's hitting a cool 500 against him, 8 for 16.
Yeah, he's the one guy he has to look out for in that lineup.
2-1.
Brandon Phillips, a middle-away guy. I think he likes the low pitch. He's not a bad breaking ball hitter at all.
And that, a little bit up and away, 3-1.
That's when you're going to have to ask if you're Buster Posey, is it high or is it outside? As we talked about, Pat Hobart, his preference is to the knee-high strike. He likes the low zone. But this one right here, you really need to define what that is, if it's too high or if it's outside, because it's close to that strike zone.
That's out of play. 3-2. That is foul. Right past Billy Hatcher, the first base coach.
Mark Madden, our ball dude. Now, if he had a little more glove, he might have been able to make a play. That rag right there is died and gone to heaven. Not even a good number can save him.
He's got Willie Mays' number on down there. 3-2. Pablo's got it. Out. Well done. One away. The quick reactions there by Pablo Sandoval. The 6th annual Junior Giants Stretch Drive starts today and runs through this Sunday. Throughout the 4-day campaign, we'll ask for your support of the Giants Community Fund's Junior Giants program, a free non-competitive baseball program for over 21,000 kids in need. Visit jrgiants.org to learn what's special about this year's Stretch Drive and how you can get a Hunter Pence bobblehead.
I like that bobblehead. It's kind of like the catch he made in the first Tim Lincecum no-hitter in San Diego.
That was the play. That was the closest the Padres got to a hit in that game. An excellent play by Pence. He also, I remember one in Cincinnati during the League Championship Series in 2012, similar to that. So you could, either one works with that one. Giants into the shift for Jay Bruce. So get that Hunter Pence bobblehead depicting great moments in recent Giants history and help the Junior Giants kids along the way. 2-1 the count to Bruce. Powerful left-handed hitter. Very dangerous. Center field and coming back in a little bit now, looking up into the twilight. Blanco. 2 down. Here's that catch in the no-hitter, Mike, we were talking about from last year.
Alexi Amarista really thought he had a base hit and had killed the no-hitter, and you can see the reaction. He couldn't believe that this ball was caught. And Hunter Pence and everybody in that dugout digging it. I mean, Hunter Pence is such an incredible form of energy anyway, without making a great play. And that particular night, he lit the whole place up.
Ryan Ludwig back to the screen. 1 strike to count.
Saw the look on the face of Tim Lincecum the day after a no-hitter. Very content.
He is really almost one of a kind while he's in the midst of a no-hitter, because he just sits and freely talks with his teammates and kids around with him during the game.
No stress. He was enjoying it.
And I love what he said to the reporters afterward. He said, well, I think it's a little more stressful when everybody acts weird around you and they won't talk to you or even look at you.
It's a great point. It's a great point.
Second Giants pitcher all time with 2 no-hitters. Christy Mathewson the great legendary Hall of Famer, the only other Giant ever to do it, and the second pitcher all time to no-hit the same team twice. As the ball is down and away in the dirt, 1-2 to Ludwig. Addie Joss, also a Hall of Famer, no-hit the White Sox a couple of times, once in 08, once in 1910. Mathewson, who is remembered here among the Giants' legends, a Hall of Famer. They didn't have numbers. Mathewson played such a long time ago. That's a foul ball, third base side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I also saw a note that Sandy Koufax and Tim Lincecum are joined together as the only pitchers to have had 2 World Series rings, 2 Cy Young awards, and at least 2 no-hitters. The only 2 pitchers to have done that. Multiple Cy Youngs and no-hitters. There's 2 others, Randy Johnson, Roy Halladay, joining Koufax and Lincecum. But then you throw in the 2 World Series championships. It's just Koufax and Lincecum. 2-2.
Well, his trophy case is filling up nicely. That's for darn sure. But I mean, you think about all the great moments he's given Northern California fans, and for us as broadcasters to tell the story of his accomplishments. He's pretty special. I know everywhere I went today, he was the talk of the town, and people were just happy. And that's what he is. That's what he's meant to this fan base for a long time. I love the reaction his teammates had.
Pablo Sandoval, and that's a 3-up and 3-down inning for Ryan Vogelsong. No score, last of the second. Tyler Colvin, and then Adam Duvall coming up.
.13 pitches. Fastball, he threw 36% of the time. Changeup almost as much as the fastball. And the slider and the curveball rounded out. And that was the magic formula for Tim Lincecum. Toyota by the numbers. Toyota's 4th of July sales event is going on right now. Save big with 0% APR on Camry, RAV4, Prius, and more. Hurry. Holiday deals end July 7th. Toyota, let's go places.
Here is Tyler Colvin. Bruce Bochy said that he was talking to Lincecum during batting practice. And there's a ball in for a strike to Tyler Colvin. Colvin has had success in the past. A .368 average and 4 homers in 19 career at-bats versus Mike Leake.
Well, he needs a couple knocks. He's got a little bit of a scuffle going. 2 for his last 17.
It's 0-2. But Lincecum said to Bochy, he says, you know, I only threw a little over 30% fastballs in that game. And Bochy said, I know. It's like when you have all that stuff, it doesn't matter. You're mixing it up, and they didn't know what was coming next. Up and away. But I was asking Bochy, could that be a model for Tim Lincecum from here on? Because he's no longer the big power pitcher blowing everybody away. He still has the ability to strike people out. That's for sure. Out number 1. And now Adam Duvall about to be introduced for the first time here at AT&T Park.
Fans of Giants, welcome please. For number 37, Adam Duvall.
Duvall family rooting section. Melvin and Jeannie, his mom and dad. So Duvall, 23 homers, 297 average. He had a 980 OPS down there in Fresno.
Got a very quick swing, very compact, natural high ball hitter.
Must have had some people on base because he was knocking them in. 67 RBIs in 67 games. A ball on the strike. We have seen him in spring training. We've seen him hit a home run in spring training. And he really jumped out on the radar after his first season in San Jose in the California League. He set a San Jose Giants club record for home runs in the season. A tough park in which to hit homers. He hit 30. No score in the game. 1 out. Nobody on here in the second. Adam Duvall bats for the first time in the big leagues.
100 RBIs that year too. Remember, minor league season is a month shorter than the big league season.
Duvall, 25 years old, from Louisville, Kentucky. And he was an 11th round draft choice. So he's the guy. He was right there that every team was coveting, right there in the first round. The chase. Change-up, and it's 2-2.
That's the one thing you see up around the big league level. You see a lot of different speeds in each of that. You see great stuff, but you see guys who can throw it where they want to, and they all do not give in to the fastball.
Checks in on that slider. No. On the appeal.
Close. And by that I mean if it's a 1-0 or 2-0 or 3-1 count, they will throw in the pitch up here. You cannot sit on a fastball your whole life up here. You have to think. You have to adjust.
Full count. Remember, Leake almost never walks anybody. Family right there with him in the batter's box, seemingly. It's foul.
You only get to take your first big league at bat at once. It's a big moment because this is the one at bat you dreamed about your whole life. And now when it finally happens to you, you're really floating on air.
Struck him out. Foul tip into the glove of Mesoraco.
And there's a 3-2 breaking ball. And a nice location too from Lake. And he will forever be entwined with Mike Leake. Who's your first big league bat against? Well, Mike Leake. What'd you do? I struck out. Next question. Move on.
Crawford just off the outside.
See, if you have a first big league knock in your first at bat, I mean, you have to tell the story. You talk about what you hit, what the count was, what the score was, everything. If you strike out, end of story. Mike Leake, I struck out, and that's the end of the conversation. The next question eventually is going to be, well, who'd you get your first big league hit off of? And hopefully it's going to be Mike Leake tonight.
2-1 to Crawford. Well, it wasn't his first big league at bat, but Brandon Crawford certainly had a first big league game to remember, as he had the game-winning hit, and it was a grand slam in Milwaukee. In the first big league game he was in. 2-2 the count to him. Brandon Crawford been a run producer so far this year. 36 runs batted in. We've got a 338 on base percentage and an 801 OPS. Pretty good for a shortstop, especially.
Well, when he hit that grand slam in Milwaukee, I figured he's good for 30 or 40 home runs a year. Not a problem.
Over the outside. Looks like he had a little cut to it. And the Giants go down in order as Leake strikes out the side. No score after 2. Ram gutsy play. Ram 1500 is Motor Trend's 2014 Truck of the Year and first ever back-to-back champion. Game 4, the division series in 2012 in Cincinnati, and Tim Lincecum in for the bullpen. He went 4 into third innings, 2 hits allowed, no walks, 6 strikeouts as the Giants defeated the Reds in a must-win game. That tied up that series and set up the finale, the Game 5, the next day. Lincecum working in the bullpen in that series, and he was a key man for the Giants. He definitely was a weapon that the other team just did not have. Zach Cozart leading it off here against Vogelsong, and it's a quick 2-0 count.
And he was the X factor, as you point out. He was a weapon, but I don't even think the Giants knew they had that. I mean, Lincecum really locked into an incredible rhythm, and he carried it through the whole playoffs. And to Bruce Bochy's credit, I mean, he noticed it immediately and rode it hard. Didn't have to use 3 relievers to get through the lineup at one time. He used Lincecum, and that was invaluable.
2-2. Leake, the pitcher, is on deck. Zach Cozart hitting 8th in the order, the shortstop. 229 average, 2 homers, only a 274 on base. Struck it out, and there is one away. Strikeout number 2 to Vogelsong.
Let's take a look at our Mazda speed pitch. Conviction, creativity, courage. This is the Mazda way. And we're looking at the elevator fastball at 91 miles per hour, right above the letters, and that's strike 3 to Zach Cozart, and that's our Mazda speed pitch.
Now Vogelsong up against Mike Leake. He's a pitcher, but you have to pitch to him like a real hitter because he's tough.
He's definitely one of the top 3 hitting pitchers in baseball. He can hit.
He was only a 152 average so far this year. He does have a homer. Also a double and 2 runs batted in. 1 out, nobody on. Yeah, that curveball went for a strike. We were talking about how excited everybody seemingly in town was about Lincecum's no-hitter yesterday. Not just us and the players and his teammates and the people here in the ballpark. Off the outside, 2-1. I went down to a book signing. One of my favorite authors, Alan First, was in town yesterday down in Menlo Park, Kepler's bookstore. And turned out he grew up a Giants fan in New York in the old New York Giants days.
Really?
And he knew about Lincecum's no-hitter. So he signed one of his books to Lincecum and dated it the same day. Now it's 2-2.
Did you give it to Lincecum today?
I did. And he's such, that's what I think people love about Lincecum. He's just such a regular guy. I said, I don't know if you even like these kind of books. It's sort of World War II, espionage, that sort of thing. But he signed it to you. I told him the story. And he, oh, wow, that's so cool. Thank you so much. And I really appreciate it. Not that big a deal, but he really did. I think, and the people in the bookstore, there were people all around the bookstore, all wearing Giants colors and all talking about Tim Lincecum. Well down in the South Bay, Menlo Park area. 2-2. And out of play. Good rip there by Leake.
Well, everybody I came in contact wanted to know if Lincecum really was talking about the no-hitter on the bench. Was he really enjoying it as much as we thought that he was? And the answer was yes.
The changeup strikes him out. 2 down.
Well, you're not going to want to miss the fun around the All-Brandon weekend. The Red Series continues tomorrow through Sunday. Saturday, the 28th, a 7:05 start. First 40,000 fans will receive either Brandon Belt or Brandon Crawford bobblehead courtesy of PG&E. And on Sunday, a 1:05 start, kids 14 and under will receive a Brandon Belt Crawford growth chart banner presented by Nestle Drumstick. That's the All-Brandon weekend right here at AT&T Park. Go to sfgiants.com/tickets and check it out.
Billy Hamilton. It's on one. Hamilton struck out looking his first time. Again, who would win a foot race between Billy Hamilton and D. Gordon of the Dodgers?
That's a good question. I'd like to see it.
The two fastest guys at the top of anybody's batting order, and they are 1 and 2 in steals. D. Gordon's got 40 steals for the Dodgers so far. Billy Hamilton 31 for the Reds.
Could you imagine having both those guys on the same team?
Ooh, that almost hit him. How would you do it? Because one could sort of keep the other from running, right? If one's on base all the time.
Well, bat your hitter, your pitcher eighth.
Back in center toward left center, Blanco and Hamilton is now 0 for 2. Ferguson has kept him off the bases so far. Last of the third, Joe Panik is coming up. No score. Due in part by the Dodge Challenger. Visit Dodge.com or your local dealer today. What a night here on the shores of McCovey Cove. Still see the brightly lit East Bay off in the distance. Joe Panik. Sinking fastball a little bit low for ball one. Panik has not yet gotten his first hit as a Giant in this ballpark. A couple of hits in his first start over the weekend in Arizona, but was hitless in that series against the Padres. A ball and a strike. Vogelsong on deck, and then Blanco, the leadoff man, due up third in the inning. Dodgers are home tonight, 3 games back of the Giants in the West, hosting the Cardinals. 2-1, and that quite a matchup tonight, Mike. Adam Wainwright, the Cardinal ace, up against Josh Beckett, who's been pitching real well. One of the Dodger aces. Right back to Leake. One away.
You should probably include that in the scouting report to all the new hitters. Do not try and hit the ball back up the middle with Leake. He is a very good fielder. There's just not a whole lot that he doesn't do well when he's on the mound. Look at the position he's in. Very square. Some pitchers, that's a base hit. Leake, that's a can of corn.
Vogelsong. Strike one. Yeah, some pitchers, they kind of tumble off the mound and they end up sideways toward the first baseline.
Leake, a get it and go guy. He does not screw around on the mound. The thing too is you look at the black bill of the Reds cap, you can see in the back there, those are big spots where he uses the rosin, gets it on his hand, then he goes to his hat. That is totally legal.
That is the 5th strikeout for Leake already. So 2 men are down for the Giants here in the 3rd. The NBC Bay Area Investigative Unit, led by Chief Investigative Reporter Tony Kowaleski. It's an award-winning team of 15 journalists dedicated to holding the powerful accountable. The Investigative Unit on NBC Bay Area. They investigate. And I don't think you'll find another unit quite like it, other than at the NBC Bay Area News Team. No, I want a burger.
Yeah, sorry, I don't do top 6, Dad. I want a burger. Yeah.
Oh.
Or we could send you out to the Sustainable Garden out in center field.
That looks pretty good. Up the middle. Phillips has it. Not this time. He threw it almost lying down on his backside. Blanco with an infield hit.
Yeah, Phillips a gold glover. I mean, he can make some spectacular plays. And, you know, the one thing about guys like Phillips is they never feel like they're out of a play. If they get their hands on it and they can get some kind of balance point and get off a throw, they think they can get you. And from here, the balance point was his right knee. And only the speed of Blanco denied the effort. Good try.
Really a remarkable play there by Brandon Phillips, but Blanco just too fast to be thrown out of on that particular
It's a
ball.
steal situation now.
Blanco with 8 steals in 9 tries. What about getting a jump against Leake? Quick throw to first, and that was close.
Now, there's one of your answers right there. You cannot get a long lead with Leake on the mound. He's got a very quick throw to first base. And he'll give you 2 or 3 different types of pickoff moves. And then very compact and very quick to home. I mean, he just doesn't give you a break if you're a base stealer. He's not going to help you out. If you're going to steal this base, it's going to be out the catcher.
Votto on the bag with him. 2 down in the inning. No score. There he started and then stopped as Pence took a strike.
And I had him at 1.18. The time a pitcher starts to the time that ball gets to the catcher or makes contact with the bat, that's when you stop your stopwatch. That was 1.18 seconds. average is 1.25, and that's totally acceptable. So he's quicker than what is acceptable at 1.18. Mazzaracco looking in for signs from Brian Price, the skipper of the Reds.
Jay Bruce in right field. And Pence is 0 for 2. The Giants retired. 1 hit, 1 left. No score. Big hitters. Frazier, Votto, Mazzaracco coming up against Vogelsong.
Blanco has seen a no-hitter and perfect game from all vantage points in the outfield. Back in 2012 for Kane's perfect game, he was playing right field. Last year in San Diego for Tim's first no-hitter, he was playing left. And, of course, yesterday he was in center field. Guys, he told me his mentality playing in these momentous games, take it one out at a time, make sure you position yourself well, and get to that ball. John?
Get to that ball. No-hitter, you got to get to the ball.
She makes it sound easy. There should be more no-hitters.
And he got to one in Kane's perfect game that it had to be just the sheer force of his will, because it seemed impossible that he would get to it when the ball was hit. One of the great catches I think you'll ever see in a perfect game or in any game. Todd Frazier. Get to that ball, Gregor. Yeah, he did. Look at that.
One pitch, one out.
Now Joey Votto, the third place hitter. Frazier, you get him on one pitch, that is a blessing, because he has been the Reds' big home run hitter, 17 homers. Having an excellent first half of the season. Joey Votto. Hector Sanchez catching his first Major League no-hitter. And that's back out of play. You know, one of the weird things about that, he got hit with a foul tip on his forearm the next to the last pitch of the no-hitter. And it really hurt. And the umpire was going to give him some time, but then Hector, he didn't take much time. He said, he's one strike away from a no-hitter here. Let's get going. One ball, one strike now.
Hector, I think he leads the league in dings. He's been hit a lot this year.
One ball, two strikes. Well, here's the pitch we're talking about.
Right off the forearm, his glove hand.
Just a bit outside.
That's a good pitch right there. And you talked about how disciplined the eye was of Joey Votto, and you really saw it there. I mean, he just doesn't go out of his zone. It's a bit of a gamble when you have an umpire like Hoberg at the plate behind the plate tonight who does have width on both sides of the plate.
But that's right there. No doubt about that one. 2 down. That catch in Matt Cain's perfect game, which seemed so impossible.
It was impossible. I look at it now, and you look out to where the Visa sign is here in this ballpark. You think a right fielder caught that ball? That's crazy. That Cain giving Eric Ortega, one of the Giants trainers, a little ear test.
Because if the trainers have a problem, who do they go to?
Their mother.
Matt Cain.
Or Mother Cain.
Giants have had a no-hitter pitch in each of the last 3 years. The last team to do that, the Angels, 73 through 75. But the Angels had special circumstances. They had a guy named Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Ryan, who had 7 no-hitters.
At the swing on appeal, said Jeff Kellogg, the first base umpire, the crew chief. 1-2 to Mesoraco.
Did he go? Oh, yeah. He hits that ball out of the ballpark. Are you kidding me?
1-2. Struck him out, and he got him to chase. That one just exploded up around the shoulders. Posey, Pablo, and Colvin coming up. McDonald's. Download the McD app on your smartphone for great deals on the food you love at participating McDonald's. With Mike Krukow, I'm John Miller. Giants baseball from AT&T Park on NBC Bay Area and the Giants television network. Scoreless as we go to the last of the fourth. Some big hitters coming up. Posey, Pablo, Tyler Colvin against Mike Leake. And a foul back coming our way. Strike one. Buster doubled into the right field corner his first time.
And you saw that target first pitch fastball. They went right on the inside corner, so they may be changing how they're thinking about pitching Posey and starting to try and jam him now.
Going back in there again, like you say. Off the inside.
Did not miss much. You know, and really, you should see how a guy's swinging the bat and make your adjustments based on that at bat. I mean, it should happen that quickly in the middle of the ball game if a guy's hot.
Reached for it as they went down and away, 1-2.
And you don't normally see him lose his legs on a fastball. And he's seen 3 pitches, 3 fastballs, 2 two-seamers, that last one a 4-seamer, and he lost his legs, and that's because of late movement.
Right there is Brandon Phillips, 1 away.
All right, time now for our BMW Drive, the ultimate driving machine at BayAreaBMW.com. We'll go back to the 2012 NLDS Game 5. That's when Buster Posey hit a grand slam off Matt Latos. And everybody that was wearing the orange and black that day started to believe.
That was the big hit of the clinching game. It moved the Giants on into the League Championship Series against the Cardinals. Pablo Sandoval, who grounded out to second his first time. 1 ball, no strikes. Giants have 2 hits. The Reds have 1. That's down the left field line, slicing toward the foul pole, and on the foul side of the pole by 10 or 12 feet.
That's an impressive strike right there. He drove that ball. He's got opposite field power, and he just proved it.
339 feet to the left field foul pole. The broken bat, shallow center. Cozart gets there. Well done by Cozart. 2 down. And I think you'll find this Reds ball club is generally excellent defensively.
Well, they are. I mean, they lead the National League in defense. They've only made 31 errors as a unit. The team in second place, the Cardinals, have made 40. Giants have made 51 on the year. They're right in the middle of the pack.
Tyler Colvin went down after that sinker. 0-1. Dodgers and Cardinals down in LA on the out-of-town scoreboard, scoreless going to the 5th inning. Beckett for LA, Wainwright for St. Louis. St. Louis comes in here Tuesday. The defending National League pennant winners. So Wainwright tonight,
They pitch Wednesday.
He will be due up Wednesday. He'll have his proper rest for Tuesday. Strike 2 call. 0-2 to count to Colvin. Leak has been really strong. He's had 5 strikeouts already. No walks. Posey a first inning double to right. Blanco a 3rd inning infield single. And that is 6 strikeouts in 4 innings for Mike Leake. He's on tonight. We're going to the 5th. Brandon Phillips coming up against Vogelsong. 1-800-4INJURY. If you've been injured in an accident, call 1-800-4INJURY or go to 1-800-4injury.com. The Kuvara Law Firm Injury Report. Brandon Belt suffered the broken thumb May the 9th, had surgery 4 days later. A couple of pins were inserted, and then on June 6th, those pins were removed. And tonight, he's playing a ball game in San Jose. Got a base hit his first time up. So far, so good. And I guess, Mike, like with any other kind of an injury, he'll play tonight, and assuming all goes well, he has no ill effects from actually playing in a game, which is a little bit different than just taking batting practice, that sort of thing. Then the next step is, how does it feel when he wakes up in the morning?
Yeah, then they adjust according to how he feels when he wakes up. And I'm assuming he's going to be able to get into a pretty normal workload fairly quickly.
Brandon Phillips against Vogelsong, and it's a ball and a strike.
Fingers are pretty cut and dried. Once you can get the stiffness out of it, get the flexibility back into it, most of the soreness goes away, and then you can get right after it. The thing that was really problematic for him was holding the baseball when he was throwing it. That's what took the longest time to feel good.
Let's go down to Amy G.
All right, gentlemen, just expanding on your conversation about Brandon Belt. Bruce Bochy said before today's game that the plan is to get him 3 to 4 ABs tonight. He will be a DH with the San Jose Giants through Sunday, and then they're hoping he can join Fresno and actually start playing first. And just like Mike said, they're having him DH to give him a little more time to work on throwing. Guys?
All right, Amy, very good info there as Phillips hits a bouncer foul up the first base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Mike Madden. Or Mark Madden, I beg your pardon, our ball dude in the first base side, making that little glove work. I'm impressed. Nice going, Mark.
That was drilled, but just fouled.
Ooh, nice play down by the old left-hander. Now that's a pick right there.
And hopefully, had it been fair, he would have just moved back and let it go.
Oh, absolutely, that guy would have.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Phillips. It's a little bad luck there for Phillips. He really hit the ball hard.
Let's take a look at the play. Foul by about a yard, and here's the pick. Reaching in. Little backhander. Nicely done.
Good hands. Pop up. Panic. One away. And obviously, when I said panic, it wasn't advice. He had it. That was Joe Panic, and he went back, and he obviously very calmly handled it.
I think he has had a lifetime of puns.
If there's a ball hit where they need to panic, we'll all be the first to know. Well, the fogs, the marine layer coming in through the Golden Gate, settling over there in the East Bay Hills above Berkeley, the port of Oakland. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jay Bruce.
It could not be more beautiful than it is right now. The Bay Area today was just stunning. You can say that a lot, but today, I mean, it was crystal clear. It is tonight. Very, very perfect.
Well, the defense ends up costing the Giants that time. They had the shift on. Panic way out in right field, and nobody at all playing the second base position. That ball was a grounder right to the second base position.
You can see how much room that they had exposed, and you're right. Had they had the normal defense at second base, that would have been an out. The fans, your support of the stretch drive at the $50 level provides the opportunity for one junior Giant to play ball for the season. As a thank you for your donation, you'll get this bobblehead of Hunter Pence's diving catch in Tim Lincecum's 2013 no-hitter. Last year, Giants fans contributed just over $425,000 to the drive, and we hope to surpass that amount this year. Go to jrgiants.org to see how you can help. And there is no red tape with this fundraiser. Every dollar will go to the kids. And it creates a lot of opportunity for kids to play baseball all up and down the great state of California.
Ryan Ludwig, the hitter, with Bruce at first. Diving safely back in the pickoff throw with Duvall on the bag with him. Bruce has 8 steals. You've got to keep an eye on him. 8 steals in 9 tries. That is foul. Not to Duvall, but he picked it up in the foul side of the line. And Bruce, who is off and running, will have to go back to first. Ludwig has a lot of power. He was the power hitter in that division series 2 years ago, in which the Giants won 3 games to 2. He had 4 home runs in that 5-game series. 1 strike to Ludwig. Ludwig was on the disabled list earlier this year for a time. Just starting to get it going here lately. He's played 59 games, has 5 home runs. The ball and a strike. No score. We're in the 5th inning. Pitcher's duel. Vogelsong for the Giants. Leak for the Reds. The Dodgers and the Cardinals on the out-of-town scoreboard. Also scoreless, last of the 5th in LA. Looking Bruce back to first. The Reds like to run as a team. They've got the outstanding young base dealer Billy Hamilton, but Bruce is another guy, as well as Todd Frazier and Chris Heisey when he's in there. Liable to go. Off the fists and into the crowd. 1-2.
One thing that Vogelsong has done tonight, and he's been very consistent on both sides of the plate with that fastball, but when he's gone inside, he has planted the inside fastball. And that last pitch was an example of what we're talking about. And the one thing you have to remember when you're going to make that pitch inside, if you're a pitcher, is you have to finish it. You have to say to yourself, I'm going to throw right through my target.
One ball, 2 strikes. Struck him out.
Elevated the fastball. They set the target in. It kind of cuts out over the plate away, but it's up above the belt. And Ludwig cannot hold up. Sees a fastball. He's in the protect mode. And he'll think about that the rest of the night. What am I doing?
So seeing a hitter react like that sort of warms your heart as a former pitcher?
Yes, it does. That to me is big entertainment right there.
2 down, Zach Cozart, who struck out his first time. 6 strikeouts for Vogelsong in 4 2/3 innings. He had 9 strikeouts in 6+ innings in Cincinnati. That is a fair ball into the left field corner. Now Bruce is off and running. The relay comes in from Colvin, and he missed his relay man. Here's the backup throw, not in time. So Panic was the secondary relay man as he missed Crawford, and he might have missed his best shot to keep Bruce from scoring. It is 1-0 Cincinnati.
Well, you're right. I mean, but that's why they pigtail it. You'll see both middle infielders align with the throw in case there is an overthrow. Had it gone to Crawford, they would have had a chance to get off a throw quicker. And with Crawford's arm, it's very accurate. I believe they would have had a better shot to get him. Boy, it's the advantage of being able to go with 2 outs. You don't have to worry about it getting caught. You're just off to the races.
Mike Leake with a runner in scoring position. 0-1 the count. Zach Cozart, who's not been hitting well this year, only his 18th RBI. And that one really hurts because the pitcher was up next. Cozart knocks in the first run of the game. Although, as we mentioned earlier, this pitcher swings the bat well. A ball and a strike. Leake struck out his first time. One ball, two strikes. Marlins and the Phillies are playing in Philadelphia. And it's 11:30 tonight in Philadelphia, and they're going to the 14th inning in that game. 3-3. Miami's hit 3 solo homers, accounting for their runs. One and two the count. 7th strikeout for Vogelsong, but the Reds have gone ahead. Adam Duvall in his first big league game coming up.
Break of the game brought to you by Modelo Especial. Discover the Especial. We go back to 2012 in LDS. Game 3, top of the 10th, and an error by the Gold Glover Scott Rowland allows Posey to score. And that was about all the Giants would need. They would win their first game of the series. They would go on to sweep the Reds in a 3-gamer, win the 5-game series, and head into the playoffs against St. Louis, and that is a Modelo break of the game.
The Giants were down 2 games to none. They had just lost 2 home games. They were going to have to win 3 straight games in Cincinnati if they were going to stay alive. And the first of those games, the one we just looked at, they went into the 10th inning having had only 1 hit in the game. And that's what I thought, Mike. They're going to win.
Yeah, they can't be beat. You're going to win that game. You're going to win them all.
They had 1 hit going to that 10th inning. What a memorable series it was, those 3 games in Cincinnati for the Giants especially, and then what a memorable postseason. Unlikely in that series, and again they had to win 3 straight or be eliminated by the Cardinals in the next series. 1 ball, 1 strike to Adam Duvall. He struck out in his first major league plate appearance, although he made Leake work. He got to a 3-2 count, fouled away some tough pitches. Mom and Dad are here. High in the air, coming over for it is Votto. And that is out number 1. Looks hard for Mom especially.
She's been through some tough times. If you've got 4 years of organized baseball under your belt, you've been through a few slumps. Mom knows the deal. She has got a little bit of a grip going. She'll feel a lot better when he gets his first knock.
And and they're from Kentucky. Brandon Crawford, a foul out of play. Crawford struck out looking his first time. 1-0, the Reds lead here in the last of the 5th inning.
Well, that is a good tight little cutter, and what he's shown the Giants a lot of tonight is a fastball, but with very unpredictable movement. A lot of two-seam fastballs and movement running away from the left-handed hitter into the righty, and the cut you just saw, which goes into the lefty, away from the righty. And he's commanded both very well.
Strike 3 called. Second time in a row that Crawford has been rung up.
Kind of saved the breaking ball for a little surprise. Snaps this thing right on the inside corner. And Pat Holberg, the plate umpire, says it's a pretty good pitch. You're going to have to go sit down.
2 down, Joe Panic. He bounced one right back to Leake. And the quick reactions will keep it from going through into center field. So Panic is 0 for 1. Strike 1 to count. 2 down, nobody on here in the 5th inning. Michael Morse not in the starting lineup tonight. Bruce Bochy said he was hopeful that Morse might be well enough to pinch hit if needed later in the game. Vogelsong on deck. That is off the outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
TC movement running away from Panic.
That is over the inside. 1 and 2.
TC movement away, then he cuts the inside corner. Movement coming back in. Very subtle, but you look at the location. And he is just wearing the corners out with the types of movement that he has. And that is the cut movement. Tried to backdoor the outside corner. Really not leaving anything out over the middle of the plate. Corner in, corner away. And he's kind of Xing the corners with movement, all like Greg Maddux style.
Zach Cozart. And that's a 3 up and 3 down inning. 7 in a row retired by Leake. On to the 6th inning, top of the order. Billy Hamilton coming up. 1-0 Reds. The Toyota 4th of July sales event is on now. Save big with $1,000 holiday bonus cash on top of your best deal on any 2014 Camry. Toyota. Let's go places. The Reds, who have decided to go places themselves here after being very mediocre the first couple of months, coming into play tonight having gone 10-4 the last couple of weeks, and they lead tonight 1-0. So far, Vogelsong has been able to neutralize Billy Hamilton's speed game. He's kept him off the bases. 0 for 2. And he chases on 1.
Good changeup. It's been a good pitch for Vogelsong tonight. He's had a nice feel of everything that he can do to a baseball. Nice rhythm.
Tried it again this time. Hamilton laid off. Hamilton only a .302 on base percentage.
Well, you talking about extreme infield defense to defend against Hamilton. Giants have it going right now.
2-1.
You've got really exaggerated corners in with Sandoval and Duvall at first and third. And you need to do it against this guy. He's got that kind of speed.
Up the middle. That's a base hit into center field.
Yeah.
So now he is aboard.
Now it's let the games begin. He is so dangerous, especially when he leads off an inning.
He did not steal a base against Vogelsong, even though he had 3 hits against him. Vogelsong made a wild pickoff throw the first time Hamilton got on base 3 weeks ago, and that put him at second base. And then Sanchez made a wild pickoff throw that got him to second base the next time up. Off the glove of Pablo. Hamilton comes around second, and Crawford throws behind him into panic covering, and Hamilton dives back to the bag. Tough hop for Pablo, and he could not handle it.
Yeah, that's a bad break right there. I mean, if he gets that ball, they have a chance to get the double play despite the speed of Hamilton. And it was short hop. He had to gamble as to where he thought that thing was going to come up with. And you have to pay close attention to Hamilton at second base. He will take third. He is fearless.
They've scored that as a hit for Todd Frazier. Here is Joey Votto. 2 men on, nobody out. Hamilton did try to steal third with Vogelsong pitching in the 3rd inning of that game 3 weeks ago, and Buster Posey threw him out. It was a big play in that game. The Giants ended up winning by 1 run because right after he got thrown out, Frazier then hit a home run. So Hamilton at second, Frazier at first. The Giants bullpen's going to get busy. Just a little bit inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Juan Gutierrez heads down to the bullpen.
Yeah, he's got the red alert going right now. Go down there and get ready in a hurry. On a night like tonight, 12 throws is what you're going to need to establish that fastball. You establish that, you're good to go.
2 men on, nobody out. The Reds already leading 1-0. Vogelsong has thrown 85 pitches as he works here in the 6th. That's a strike. 1 and 2.
It's like Votto's having a problem pulling the trigger on some of these fastballs. In fact, to his last at bat, he was called on he struck out on a called strike 3, and it was a fastball right down the chute. And either he's freezing on a fastball, or he's just flat out looking off speed.
Choking up in the bat. The spin move. Hamilton back to the bag.
Now that play was called by the bench. And that really wasn't his #1 spin move either. That was just kind of a pickoff move. Take a look.
Delivered off the inside. 2 and 2 to Votto. Just off the corner again. Full count now.
Well, you might start the runners here if you're Brian Price. And what you're looking for is a strike from Vogelsong and contact from Votto.
Some managers don't like to do it because the guy hits a liner at somebody. It's a triple play. They're not running, and that is out of play off to the left. Although I always thought it seemed like the least likely thing to happen is that he hit a line drive right at somebody. Although I've seen it happen.
Oh yeah.
It's the most likely time for a triple play. The runners take off, and there's a liner right at somebody. Hamilton very fast at second. Frazier runs well at first. They're not running. High in the air. Medium left center. Hamilton back to tag up. Blanco gets it back in. The runners hang on. And a very dangerous hitter is retired, Joey Votto.
Well, that's a big out, a non-productive out. You know, when you have speed at second base like Billy Hamilton has, you can break a lot of rules. And he's got the green light. I mean, he can go anytime he gets a jump. I mean, that's a given. Right? You always hear about you don't want to make the first or the third out at third base. I mean, those are great rules of baseball, but all kind of gets tossed out the window when you have a guy who's got speed like Hamilton or B. Gordon. And they know if they get a good jump, they can be dangerous. That is always the key.
There's Rocco, the cleanup hitter. He's 0 for 2 in this game. He's grounded out to first and struck out. Been hot, having an excellent year. There goes Hamilton. The tag, too late. Hook slide there by Hamilton, and that might have been the difference.
Well, everything could look kind of weird because Mesoraco stepped out. Mesoraco puts his hand up. It's a breaking ball. And if Pablo receives that ball a little bit over the bag instead of reaching out for it, they may have had a chance to get him. Watch him. He'll separate his hands. He'll ask for timeout right here. So he's out of the play. But look at him reach in to get the ball. If he lets that ball travel and he catches that ball with a bag, they have a chance to get him.
And it's hard to say because Pablo obscures it, but did his foot actually come off the bag before he reached down with his hand while Pablo was applying that tag? Well, the Giants are not appealing it anyway. That's a pop-up. Panic. And here comes Hamilton. Posey tags. He's out. And the side is retired. Billy Hamilton, with all of that speed, challenged the arm of Joe Panic. And Panic got it. And it was not very close. PG&E. See their progress in your town at pgneseeourprogress.com. Check it out. Quite a play by Joe Panik, considering he had one of the fastest base runners in the game, maybe the fastest, challenging his arm after a pop-up, which is an unexpected play to say the least if you're a second baseman. You just caught a pop-up. Pinch hitting for Vogelsong. Arias thrown out by Frazier. One away.
Now let's take a look at the play by Joe Panik. We talked about how brash that Hamilton is and confident. You saw that Panik was moving back on the play. And Panik caught the ball, got himself balanced to a nice one-hop strike to Posey. And not even the great speed of Hamilton can outrun a baseball. And an easy tag there from Posey. And that's how the inning ends. But everything had to be right.
But he didn't try to make a Superman throw. He made a very perfect one-hop throw.
An educated throw.
It really was. Calmness under pressure. Ron Wotus, the guy who coaches the infielders. Gregor Blanco. Henry Aaron used to tell a story about when he was a young player. He was an infielder when he first came up to the big leagues with the Braves. There is Zach Kozart. But he tells a story about playing against Jackie Robinson for the first time. Robinson got to second base. Aaron was a middle infielder. And Jackie Robinson complimented him. Heard he was a really great talent. Really was rooting for him. Jackie Robinson then got over to third base, and then there was a pop-up, and Aaron went back into shallow, very much like Joe Panik. Caught the ball and then looked up, and there was Jackie Robinson tagging up and heading home. And Aaron said, unlike Joe Panik, he panicked. And he was just shocked that he was there. It's the last thing in the world he thought could happen, and he threw and didn't even come close to getting it at the plate. But he said it also taught him a valuable lesson. Hunter Pence, that one is hit well to the deepest part of the yard, way back there. To the 421, Pence to second. Bruce with the relay to Phillips, and Pence standing at third. A triple.
What he has done to high mistakes this year has been impressive. And here's another one. A fastball right up out over the plate, and he takes on Triple's alley. And as soon as he hit it, it had backspin, it had steam, and Jay Bruce had none chance. It was just going to be a matter of whether it was going to be a triple or was he going to try and go for a round tripper. And when the dust settles, it was pretty standard three-bagger.
1-0 Reds. Runner at third. 2 down. Buster Posey. Ball one. And a 93-mile-an-hour fastball just missing. Posey doubled to right his first time. Grounded out to second in the fourth. He's 1 for 2. Possible tying run at third, but with 2 down. Buster asking for timeout. It's granted. Machi getting ready in the Giants bullpen. We're in the last of the 6th. Vogelsong's out of the game now as Mesoraco goes out to talk to Mike Lee. Pablo Sandoval is on deck.
Well, get up to the minute you're up with Today in the Bay. See breaking news, your microclimate weather forecast, and real-time traffic. Watch Today in the Bay weekdays starting at 4:30 a.m. right here on NBC Bay Area.
Pence has tripled the third hit for the Giants in this game. Posey has one of them, a double. Over the plate, but low.
Setting that target in that inside corner with 2-seam movement. I think the message that Mesoraco had for Mike Leake was, you got a couple open bags here. You do not have to throw this guy a strike.
And some well-executed ball blocking there by Mesoraco with that runner at third. It's 3-0.
Now here's you take a gamble right here. If you Buster Posey and you get a 3-0 count, you're looking for a fastball to drive. And Leake will do that. I mean, he'll groove a fastball 3-0. If you're Posey, be ready for it. It's your choice. Look middle in, look middle away.
And it's a 4-pitch walk.
I don't think he wanted any part of it. And he's also got another base here. You talk about the lifetime success that Pablo Sandoval's had against Leake. Leake knows it, and he's got an open base. So I wouldn't expect to see a whole lot down the middle of the plate here as Leake goes after Sandoval. He may pitch him the same way he pitched Posey.
Pablo has grounded out to second and popped up to short. He's 0 for 2. Pence at third, Posey at first. Hunter Pence, the first Giant to get to third base in this game. Looking for some of that Panda mojo there.
Oh, yeah.
Out to the screen.
Cut him right in the hands, and that was perfectly placed. 91-mile-an-hour cut, and he's got the sinker that goes away at the same speed. He's tough.
Pablo has been tough on Leake in the past, but not so far tonight. Big hole open up on the right side. As Votto continues to play on the bag with a runner over there, even though it's Posey. 1-2.
Again, cut on the hands. That's a pitch that's designed to be high. A cut down at the knees or below is not as good a pitch as it is at the belt or at the hands. And he planted those two, bang, bang. Exactly where he wanted to throw.
Pablo quickly in an 0-2 hole.
Mesoraco called us. He wants the same pitch.
Pablo lays off this one too high.
He didn't believe in it. He shook it off, and then Mesoraco came right back and said, throw it. He did not believe it. You have to have conviction on each pitch you throw as a pitcher. If you have any doubt, you need to step off, regroup.
One and 2. 2-2.
A change up. And again, it looked to me like he wasn't too sure about that one. Guy's been throwing darts the whole game. These last two pitches, he kind of goosed him up there. And simply because I don't think he believed in it.
Pence the possible tying run at third. Posey over at first. The outfield straight away for Pablo. And he tantalized him with one off the outside. Now it's a full count.
I don't expect him to pitch him any differently. He's got an open base, and I don't think he cares if he walks him.
Jonathan Colvin is on deck. Colvin has struck out twice tonight.
If he challenges with a strike right here, he's doing the Giants a favor.
There goes Buster. And he struck it out, up, and I think up out of the strike zone. 1-0 Reds, and we move on to the 7th. Future Focus, brought to you by the X1 Entertainment Operating System, only from Xfinity, bringing TV and internet together like never before. Right-handed pitcher Kyle Crick with the Richmond Flying Squirrels, Double-A. He's 5-3, 3.52 earned run average. He's only 21 years old. 49th overall pick in the 2011 draft. His number is 53 and 2/3 innings, 46 hits allowed, 60 strikeouts. He's had some control issues. He walked 38. Yesterday he had 5 shutout innings in a start with 10 strikeouts and only 1 hit allowed. Kyle Crick filed that name away. He is a giant prospect of high standing. The beautiful San Francisco Oakland Bay Bridge putting on a light show as always on the suspension span from Yerba Buena Island into the city. Gene Machin with a .29 earned run average. He's allowed 1 run in 31 1/3 innings.
Pretty remarkable first half for Machin.
The ball is hit deep left center field by Phillips, way back there. It's gone. The second run allowed by Machin, and the first home run he's given up this year. 2-0 Cincinnati.
Well, this is kind of a get-it-in challenge. First pitch fastball. You don't expect the guy to jump on it and knock it out of the ballpark. When you're coming out of the bullpen, that's pretty standard. Just go in attack mode, try and get on top of somebody 0-1. And Phillips not waiting around, jumping on the first strike he saw.
Machin had gone 25 1/3 innings without allowing a run.
And that was the longest active scoreless streak in the major leagues.
Jay Bruce. A ball and a strike. Strong night for Ryan Vogelsong. 6 innings, 1 run, and 5 hits allowed. No walks, 7 strikeouts for Bogey. 2-1.
Yeah, Bogey really had a good feel of all of his pitches tonight. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, no score between the Cardinals and the Dodgers.
It's Josh Beckett for LA. Adam Wainwright for the Cardinals. Wainwright going back to the mound for the last of the 7th down there. The Dodgers have only 2 hits against him. Duvall and Posey go over, but this one is into the crowd. 2-2 to count to Bruce. The Rockies were beaten by the Brewers 7-4 in Milwaukee. The Brewers atop the Central Division. That's the team that the Reds and the Cardinals are chasing right now. Cardinals second place, 4.5 back of the Brewers, and Cincinnati 7.5 out. Pittsburgh began the day 8 out. The Pirates have won their game already. That's fair, and into the crowd for an automatic double. And the Reds are finding Machin very hittable here.
Oh, we're just not used to seeing Machin give up any hits at all. And there's not a whole lot that Duvall could do about this one. Fair by about 6 inches. And as it hopped up into the stands, an easy call for first base umpire Jeff Kellogg.
Jay Bruce with his second hit. He had scored the Reds' only other run after hitting a single in the 5th inning.
So Machin gonna have to pitch for the strikeout here with nobody out and runner at second.
Ryan Ludwig has grounded out and struck out. He's 0 for 2. (2-0) Reds here in the 7th. The Giants have only been able to get 2 men into scoring position against Mike Leake on the other side of things. And each time it was with 2 outs already in the inning before they got there. 1-1. Posey hit a 2-out double in the first, and then Pablo grounded out. And then Pence hit a 2-out triple in the sixth. Posey walked, and then Pablo struck out. So Pablo's had the only Giants at bats of the game with a runner in scoring position. That's a called strike. 1-2 now. Zach Cozart, the eighth base hitter, is on deck. Diving back to second. No throw. And Bruce is back in there. Panic was over by the bag. He's playing almost right at the bag in a shift against Ludwig, playing into pull.
Well, the way they defend Panic right now, you can't get much of a lead with him. Jay Bruce.
2-2.
Talk about how some of the Giants bullpen guys are pretty deliberate. Juan Gutierrez is very slow, and Machi will be that same guy with runners in scoring position. He really slows it down. Normally with nobody on base, he works a quicker pace, but with runners in score position, he gets very slow.
Foul ball. Right past Steve Smith, the third base coach. Pablo grabs it. Billy Hatcher, longtime Major League outfielder, the first base coach. And there's another very large contingent of Pablo Sandoval fans here at the ballpark tonight.
The Panda people.
They are kind of easy to spot.
It's a 2-ball night for that guy. Yeah, Panda people, you can tell. They're easy to spot. You just know.
It's a full count, 3-2. Chi has not yet retired a hitter. A home run by Phillips to start the inning. Then Bruce followed with a double down the right field line. 3-2 the count to Ludwig. 7:15 first pitch tomorrow night, game 2 of the series. Johnny Cueto for the Reds, Madison Bumgarner for the Giants. Into the outfield, and that'll be a run. Here comes Bruce around third, and it is 3-0 Cincinnati. And Crawford was playing Ludwig to pull, had to go back to his left and could not quite keep it on the infield.
Just past the outstretched arm of Crawford. We talked about 25 and a third consecutive scoreless innings that Machi had accrued. And now all of a sudden, everything is going against him. So the game's kind of catching up with him here. Dave Righetti going to go out there and talk and give Gutierrez a chance to go out and get heated up again. Reminds us to remind you that on Tuesday, July 1st, it's social media night presented by AT&T. Earlier this season, Giants fans were asked via social media what they thought should be the giveaway on social media night. The winning concept, a Buster Hugs t-shirt. Purchase a social media special event ticket received, the limited edition hashtag Buster Hugs t-shirt, and a ticket to see the Giants take on the Cardinals. Go to sfgiants.com/special events.
As in the clinching game of the World Series in Texas, Buster out to the mound, hugs Brian Wilson, who got the final out. Buster hugs Sergio Romo, final out of the 2012 World Series. The final out of the no-hitters, Matt Cain, Tim Lincecum.
Yeah, Buster hugs.
Yesterday was a Sanchez hug.
It was a good one. Although he said, I didn't want to squeeze too hard, I might hurt him.
Lincecum was so in tune yesterday with everything that was going on. And so just in that great zone when Posey hugged him. He came up from behind in San Diego last year. Lincecum said it hadn't quite dawned on him yet that the game was actually over. He started thinking about who's the next guy now. What's our situation here? What am I going to throw?
I've only got 60 more pitches left. I had already thrown 148.
Suddenly there was Buster Posey hugging him from behind.
Let's take a look at the Sanchez hug. And then the Panda hug. And then the team hug.
Two strikes to Zach Cozart. He doubled home run his last time. 1-2. Gutierrez heating up in the Giants bullpen. Well, this was going to happen at some point. Machi was going to give up some more runs.
Yeah, I mean, it just reminds you of how hard it is to do what he did, throw 25 in the third scoreless innings. Because you're going to have a bloop or a chalk shot base hit or a sun double or something that works against you.
Pablo can't handle that one. He does. Nope. Panic dropped the ball.
Wow.
Somebody check that ball. Neither one of them could hold on to it.
That's got to be an error on Panic. Ball hits sharply. You're thinking it's got a chance for two. He knocks it down with the backhand, then picks it up with the bare hand. He throws a bullet over to Panic coming across the bag. And I really can't explain that. And Joe Panic can't explain it. And he's got that look of dazed and confused as to how that could happen. Fun situation now for Leake.
It started out like it might even be a double play ball. Ball one to Leake. Pablo will get credit for an assist on that play with Panic charged with the error. It couldn't have been a double play ball once Pablo was not able to field it cleanly, but they were going to get Ludwig at second. The spin move and Ludwig back to the bag at second. It's a bunting situation, as you say, Mike, but we know with Leake, he could be showing bunt one moment and then swinging the bat the next moment.
Well, he worked the butcher boy as good as anybody.
2-0.
And right now, Machi cannot throw a strike.
The Reds have 2 runs home already in a 3-0 lead, and they are threatening a big inning now. The bunt goes foul. 2-1. Leake has successfully dropped down 3 sacrifice bunts this year. Two and 1 the count. Ludwig is not a real fast runner at second. 2-1. He shows bunt. And that got a piece of Buster Posey.
Gresham going to come out. Take a look and see if this thing hit off the toe on the foul ball. Wow, right on the left toe. Another chance to look at it. Wow, I mean, this is just a scary moment for a catcher to get hit on the tip of a toe like that, because it's an easy bone to break, and we've seen it in the past. And right now, I mean, he's just trying to get some feel back in the foot. And there was an absolute sharp bomb of pain that went off between the ears when that thing hit the toe, as you can imagine. And if you're Dave Gresham, I mean, your concern now is, I mean, can you bear weight on it? I mean, can you move around Is there a possibility of a break? I mean, he didn't look like he's too comfortable here at all.
Bruce Bochy, a longtime catcher, out along with Gresham. Buster tested it. Defends himself fit enough to continue. Takes a practice pitch there from Machi, and then Dave Gresham starts questioning him again. You can see he's in there, but he's still feeling it big time. 2-2 the count to Mike Leake. Nobody out. 2 runs in. Ludwig at second. Cozart at first. And he bunts it foul. Strike 3. First out of the inning. Now Billy Hamilton will come up. Billy Hamilton, who tried to take over the game in the 6th inning. He got a single, went to second on an infield single, and then stole third. And then he tried to, in effect, steal home on a pop-up to the second baseman and got thrown out to end the inning. Very exciting, although it did not work out for Hamilton and the Reds. Now Hamilton trying to be the RBI man. 2 men on. And he shows bunt. Ball 1. But he's not the RBI man. His job is get on base. It seems like a bunt, a real good bunt, is just a real good play for him.
Well, right now you have to say to yourself, what bag are you going to go for? You've got average speed at second with Ludwig. You've got a little better than average speed at first with Cozart. And you've got world-class speed in the batter's box with Hamilton.
So if he's bunting, he really he wants Pablo to field it. Not bunting here. It's a ball and a strike. The man on deck is definitely an RBI man. Todd Frazier, the home run and RBI leader for the Reds so far this year. Brandon Phillips led off the inning with a home run. Then Bruce followed with a double. Ludwig with an RBI single after that. Shows bunt. 2-1.
Well, I mean, he's the only guy on the team that's going to show bunt in this situation. It's another example of what speed can do to change the game. I mean, 1 out, certainly not a blunt situation, but when you have a guy as fast as Hamilton, it changes the whole dynamic of the inning.
He squares again. There's the bunt. Machi in a hurry. Got him at first. Duvall covering. Ludwig over to third. Cozart over to second. Well, but with 1 out, you're not just trying to move the runners up.
No, I mean, that's why it's a bad play. I mean, unless you get a base hit, it's just not a good play. You have a runner in scoring position already with Ludwig at second base. Swing the bat. So really, Hamilton just did the Giants a favor. That thing has got to be on the line. It's either got to be perfectly fair or foul. The fact that you let a pitcher get to the ball and throw you out by a bunch, that's a bad play.
And now Todd Frazier, runners at second and third. Still a chance to turn this into a big inning. The Reds home run and RBI leader at the plate. He's had 2 hits in 3 at bats. Panic. And that is the inning. The Reds lead 3-0 now. 7th inning stretch time. Colvin and then Duvall coming up.
Giants player to have participated and played in all 4 post-Candlestick era no-hitters and perfect game. That's right. He was in Jonathan Sanchez's 2009 no-hitter. Of course, he was in Kane's perfecto in 2012, and both of Tim's no-hitters. Now, his philosophy, guys, on being a position player in these historic contests, don't mess up. John?
Well, thank you, Amy G.
Tyler Colvin with the knees for a strike. Colvin has struck out 2 straight trips to the plate against Leake, and the Giants need some offense now, down by 3 as they come up here in the 7th. They've only had 3 hits in the game. 1 ball, 1 strike. 41,156 the paid crowd. 288 consecutive sellout here at AT&T Park.
I tell you, the cutter that Leake is throwing, I mean, he's really gone to that pitch a lot the second half of this game. And the Giants haven't been able to do much with it. It's not a big break. It's just a little subtle 5 or 6 inch slide that's flat, running into a lefty.
Still 1-2.
Mark Madden is putting on a clinic over there, that little pud.
Do you think that's a 70, 80-year-old glove from the old days, or is that maybe from his 5-year-old grandson?
No. Curveball. He saved it for a 2-strike surprise.
Colvin strikes out for the 3rd time. 9 strikeouts for Leake, and that is the most he has ever had in a big league game.
I think that glove you're talking about is at least 70 years old.
Adam Duvall. He, in his major league debut, has struck out and fouled out to first. Look out into the crowd of the home.
Again, the cutter to open up the at-bat, and he's not leaving it out over the plate. I mean, he's on the corner, away to righties, to front door to righties, to back door to lefties. I mean, very creative with that little cut. And this is kind of a new toy for him. The Giants first saw him, he was all sinkers. It's the pitch he's near to the big league level. Of course, everything he's learned has been at the big league level.
Mom and Dad, Elvin and Gina, both wearing their Giants gear. Look out. And that bounces foul off the bat. The Dodgers have just gone ahead of the Cardinals. Justin Turner singling home a run in the 8th inning against Adam Wainwright. It is 1-0 LA. Down there. Dodgers have won 9 of their last 12. 0-2 the count. That one is hit well. Deep into left field. Still going. Way back there. Goodbye! The first major league hit for Adam Duvall is a home run. That's the power we heard about from Duvall in the minor leagues.
And I don't think he got it all either. I think that was a little bit out towards the end of the bat. Give you an idea how strong this kid is.
Great moment for Adam Duvall. Welcome to the big leagues. Here's Brandon Crawford, who homered in his first major league game.
We talked about how he and Mike Leake were always going to be joined at the hip. And Leake was his first guy he ever faced. He struck out, but now it's all positive.
Leake. 2 down, so Crawford didn't get that one where he wanted it.
First big league at bat, first big league hit, first big league home run, and let's watch it. A little leaky slider. It really wasn't a hanger either. It was down there at Outside corner to Knees. He almost missed first base. Think he's excited? Wow.
Well back into the bleachers. Joe Panic. Panic is still looking for his first hit here as you see the family reaction.
That's great.
Let go, ball, dude!
Take a look at the power generated off the back leg, short stride, and then reaching. Again, I mean, it just gives you an idea how much hand strength he has. He didn't get both cheeks into that one.
1-2 to Panic.
Had just a little reach, still pumped it out of here.
Panic has not yet had a hit at AT&T Park. He's grounded out twice in this game. 2-2, and it was an 0-2 pitch that Panic hit out of the ballpark.
That makes it even better.
So really, somebody asked him about his first game, first at bat. I'm going right to the home run.
Yeah.
I'm not going first at bat.
Yeah, forget the first two ABs.
Strike 3 called. 10 strikeouts for Leak, adding to his career best strikeout game, but Adam Duvall puts a run on the board against him. In his first Major League game, his first big fly. Congratulations, Adam Duvall. And the family was here, Mom and Dad, to see it.
Foxit save of the game. It's brought to you by Foxit, providers of fast, affordable, and secure PDF solutions. The 2012 NLDS Game 5, and that is one of the best matchups we've ever seen. Sergio Romo strikes out Scott Rowland. It clinched the series. The Giants would move on to the NLCS. Let the party begin. That's your Foxit save of the game.
Adam Duvall being congratulated by the veteran first base coach of the Reds, longtime Major League player Billy Hatcher, former World Series MVP.
Yeah, Billy Hatcher, one of baseball's really good guys. Giving him a pat on the back. Everybody likes the first big league hit, especially when it goes out of the park.
So Gutierrez, the new Giants pitcher. Joey Votto leads off against him, the third place hitter. Cleanup man Mesoraco on deck. Ball one.
You know, that's one of those things that if the Giants had a 2-run lead, Billy Hatcher couldn't go over there and pat him on the back. But with the Reds leading 3-1, not a problem going over there and pat the kid on the back.
Hey, congratulations. You hit one out with nobody on base and us lead by 3. Really happy for you. 2-0. Machi went 1 inning, gave up 2 runs on 3 hits, and his earned run average just ballooned. Machi's ERA now 0.84. 84 1/100ths of 1 earned run per 9 innings allowed on average. So maybe didn't balloon that much. That's a called strike. 2-1. 3-1. The Reds are leading. And Gutierrez just trying to keep them off the board here, give the Giants a shot to come back.
Pretty good pitch. I haven't seen many belt high strikes called by Pat Hoberg. He's more of a low ball guy.
Three and 1 the count. Caught by Pablo. Pablo was defying gravity there for a moment.
Ever wondered how high a panda could hop? Here you go. And that is max effort. And if you put him under a basketball hoop, I'd say he just about touched the net. And he takes away a knock right in the web. Hang with him, Joey Votto.
Devin Mesoraco now 0 for 3. Grounded out, struck out, and popped out into a double play his last time. Slider for a called strike. Javier Lopez up in the Giants bullpen with the right-handed hitting Brandon Phillips on deck, and then Jay Bruce after him, a left-handed hitter. 3-1. The Reds lead. We're in the 8th inning. For the screen, 0-2. 95-mile-an-hour fastball there from Gutierrez. And Lopez is up in the pen. Giants will have the pitcher's spot scheduled to lead off in the last half of this inning. And then to the top of the order, Blanco and Pence after that. Posey would be due up 4th. Pence will bat for sure. Maybe Posey can get somebody on. Struck him out. 2 down. For comprehensive coverage of everything about the Giants, check out pregame live and postgame live before and after every Giants telecast on Comcast Sportsnet, authentic Bay Area sports. Comcast will have the telecast for the rest of this series, starting with the 7:15 first pitch tomorrow. Excellent matchup. Madison Bumgarner 9-4 up against Johnny Cueto, who has the best earned run average of any pitcher in the National League. 7:15 tomorrow. 7:05 Saturday and 1:05 on Sunday. First pitch start times. A check swing there by Phillips. No, said Jeff Kellogg. He checked.
I don't know about that one. That looked like a swing from center field camera.
Phillips hit a home run his last time. Let's take a look.
Yeah, it's close. Some guys will call, some won't. 50-50.
So Brandon Phillips has his second hit. His homer came leading off the 7th against Machi.
Now here was the first pitch he saw from Machi. You know, again, Machi had given up nothing in 25 and a third. It's a challenge fastball to get on top of the hitter 0-1, and he jumped on it. Boom.
Six home runs for Brandon Phillips this year. He has a 2-hit game. Here's Jay Bruce. Giants go into the big shift, the overshift. 3 infielders to the right of second. Pablo is now the shortstop. Nobody at third. in the dirt. Buster scoops it out. Bruce had a single in the 5th and scored the first run of the game later in the inning, and a double in the 7th, and he scored the 3rd Reds run of the game later in that inning. So he's 2 for 3, 2 runs scored. Brandon Phillips at first. Back goes Blanco, still going back, off the top of the wall. Phillips was running hard. Crawford with the throw home. Posey, and he is out. Great throw by Brandon Crawford on the relay from Blanco, and the inning is over. That ball just missed being a home run. Buster with the tag. There he goes.
What was it? Aquarium, share the awe, share the love at Monterey Bay Aquarium.org/love.
The Giants are down 3-1, and Hector Sanchez is going to be the pinch hitter for Gutierrez. And between innings, we were talking here in the booth, Brandon Phillips is a fast runner, and it was 2 outs. A ball all the way out off the center field line. He did not score on it. He did miss the last 3 games with a foot problem, a heel injury. So the Giants still down 3-1. The Reds have had some chances to score more than the 3 they put on the board. Mike Leake has been excellent. The Reds bullpen will be ready if needed.
Take a look at Phillips, and as you pointed out, John, he has had a foot injury. He started watching this thing now. He's thinking it's an easy score. It hits the wall. I think he was surprised as anybody to see this is going to be a close play. And the throw for Brandon Crawford, just a bullet. And in the end, it really was that close. Posey takes it, dives back into the swipe, puts the tag on, and Phillips never even came close.
Just off the outside, 1-2.
The ball hits right at the top of the wall. I mean, about another 1.5 feet, and it's over the wall for a home run. Maybe not even. But boy, great relay work from Blanco to Crawford to Posey.
That's 2 the Giants have thrown out at the plate in this game. Panic threw out the other one. Billy Hamilton. 2-2. Struck him out. 11 strikeouts for Leake. When he got his 9th strikeout, that was his career best. And he's shot right on past that, and it Still going up. And now Gregor Blanco. The Giants need only one base runner to be able to send the possible tying run to the plate.
100 pitches on the night for Leake. He looks fresh. He really hasn't had that many stress throws.
Blanco 1 for 3. Shows bunt. Takes a called strike. Reds have bullpen activity, and it's Jumbo Diaz warming up. There's Jumbo. All 278 pounds of it. But so far, Leake has things well in hand. The third baseman, Frazier, very shallow for Blanco. Trying to take away the bunt. Giants have only 4 hits against Leake, and he's walked only 1. Leake taking a long time here, and now Mesoraco will go out to check with him. Short conversation. Giants have left 4 men on base. They've only gotten 2 men into scoring position in this game against Leake. That's how dominant he has been. The 1 run scored on Adam Duvall's first major league home run. 0-2. Hunter Pence on deck. Blanco has fallen into a slump here lately. Blanco 4 hits in his last 27 at bats since the Giants left Chicago. His last 7 games. He was doing well before that.
Well, he had been the hottest man on the planet. When he took his batting average, it was not even on the interstate. It was like 0.63, and he got hot, put it up in over 250.
Brandon Phillips. What a play. Beautifully done. And a fast runner. 2 down. Perfect throw. So 2 down, 100 Pence. Pence hit a triple his last time. Hit it out toward the 421 sign. It bounced up against 421. Ball 1.
I just marvel at how Mike Leake really has been so steady to the corners tonight. He just hasn't made many mistakes out over the middle of the strike zone. When he's throwing the 2-seam fastball or the cut fastball, it has been on the corner, or he's elevated above the strike zone by design.
Right back beneath us. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It really has been the beauty of what Mike Leake has done tonight, has been with the fastball. When we first saw him a little over 4 years ago when he got to the big leagues, was a lot of sink. Lester Baker liked it because he was efficient. He put the ball on the ground. But that was it. I mean, one type of movement with the fastball.
And he chased that breaking ball off the outside. 12 strikeouts in 8 innings from Mike Leake. Excellent matchup. The league's leading earned run average, Johnny Cueto, up against the Giants' left-handed ace, Madison Bumgarner. We'll be back with you on NBC Bay Area and the Giants Television Network on Monday night, July the 7th at 7 o'clock for the Giants and the A's from Oakland. Interleague play. Santiago Casilla in for the bullpen, and a swinging strike one by Ryan Ludwig.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Casilla. 25th time that he has come in. He spent some time on the DL. 1-1 with a 1.23 ERA. And Casilla, a 4-pitch guy. Give you 2 types of fastballs, a curveball, slider, and a changeup. Looked like there's a little cut fastball. Usually his velocity in fastball will go anywhere from 93 to 95. Get a little hotter weather, you might see it 96.
Ludwig knocked in the 3rd Reds run of the night with a single back in the 7th inning.
Good pitch right there. You can see if he was out.
Now Duvall, the 11th player in San Francisco Giants history with a home run in his major league debut. Brett Hill did it in 2011 at San Diego. And that's all. He did strike him out this time. Ludwig is 1 for 4. Brandon Crawford also did it in his debut game in 2011, but it was earlier that season. May the 27th was the date at Milwaukee, and he had a grand slam in his first major league game. Brett Hill, I believe Brett Hill is in Japan now, or is it Taiwan? It's in the Far East, I think, playing. Professional leagues. On to the count to Cozart, who's had an RBI double in this game. The latter part of the Reds batting order has produced all of the runs for the Reds in this game. Giants have kept the top 4 hitters from producing any runs at all. Panic going out. 2 down. Cozart retired. They've got Aroldis Chapman, a flame-throwing closer, getting ready in the bullpen for the Reds. There he is. So it will be the Reds closer for the last of the 9th. Skip Schumacher pinch hitting for Mike Leake. What a night for Leake. 8 innings, 1 run, 4 hits, and a career record 12 strikeouts. They've never had more than 8 strikeouts in a game before. Here's Schumacher. Strike 1. The Giants, by the way, will have Buster Posey, Pablo Sandoval, and Tyler Colvin due up to try and get something going against Aroldis Chapman.
A lot of movement with the fastball from Casilla. We first saw him, I mean, he was a hard throw, but he was a 2-pitch guy. Now he can put 5 or 6 different types of movement on the ball. Put it in the strike zone. I mean, he's really unique. Guy out of the bullpen with that many different looks.
Tyler Colvin. 3 up, 3 down inning for Casilla. Posey, Pablo, Colvin due third. Morse may be available. We'll find out. 3-1, the Reds are leading, and they bring in their very hard-throwing left-handed relief ace, Aroldis Chapman. 43 strikeouts in 21 innings so far for him this year.
He is a perfect throwing catapult. 43 strikeouts in 21 innings, as you say. Testimonious stuff. Well, he's got great stuff. You're going to see a fastball that goes high 90s into the hundreds. He's got a hard slider that will go right around 90, and he's got a changeup now that he came up with, a circle change. So 3 really great pitches, but it's the fastball that sets him apart. Skip Schumacher stays in the game. He's in left field. So strap it on. Here we go.
Buster Posey to lead off. Deep into right center field. Way out there. Rolling near 421. A double for Buster Posey. And he crushed that ball. That's 2 balls that have been hit out there tonight by the Giants, each of which would have easily been a home run in Cincinnati.
Yeah, just a fastball to introduce himself to Posey, and Posey not waiting around. He's looking fastball, gets the fastball, and stays inside this thing and finds that gap. And down 2 runs. He's not going to gamble for third base. Settles with a double. Not an easy thing trying to sneak a fastball past Buster Posey. And very quickly, Sergio Romo up and throwing in the Giants bullpen.
Pablo Sandoval comes up. He is the possible tying run. Here's that 88-mile-an-hour slider, 0-1. And Michael Morris not able to start tonight, scratched from the lineup with the flu-like symptoms that have been ravaging the Giants clubhouse lately. But he is out on deck right now. Cozart's got it. 1 away. Pablo is 0 for 4 tonight. So now Morris will be entered in as the pinch hitter for Tyler Colvin. Michael Morris has not hit a home run since 23 days ago when the Giants were in Cincinnati. Or 21 days, 3 weeks ago today.
Well, that makes him due.
So he definitely is due. Yes, 13 homers, 44 batted in. Chapman has allowed 1 home run in 21 and the 3rd innings. The third baseman, Frazier's hugging the line, guarding against the extra base hit. There's that changeup, 1 ball and no strikes. Now, Chapman last Friday in Cincinnati gave up 4 runs in the 9th inning to the Toronto Blue Jays, an American League team. Most of the runs he's allowed this year came in that game just a few days ago. Fastball at 100 miles an hour.
And that's just an easy 100. I mean, he's got long arms. And it's almost lazy arm action at 100 miles an hour. And that's ridiculous to even suggest, but that's what it's like. It just gets on you, and you're put to sleep by the arm action. I mean, he's a perfect catapult.
101, but out of the strike zone.
I mean, he doesn't have a lot of movement with it, but I mean, at 100 plus, you don't really need a lot of movement. And guys have to commit to 100. You just do. You got to cheat. You got to get that swing started early, and you'll see a lot of guys go at a lot of balls out of the strike zone against him. And you're not even going to think about any other pitch until you get to a 2-strike count, other than the fastball. So if he flops that slider over or the changeup over, you're disadvantaged, and that was the case as he stole the 2nd strike. Now, if you're Michael Morris, you just get quick and defend.
And the rookie Adam Duvall on deck. Struck him out. The 100-mile-an-hour heat to the inside. So you're sick, feeling very poorly, fever. chills the whole bit. Then you get into the game and you face a guy throwing 100-mile-an-hour heat.
That's not right. Well, this was the first big league at bat, or first big league hit for Adam Duvall, his third at bat in the big leagues, and he, in an 0-2 count, hits one out of the ballpark for his first hit, first home run.
So Duvall, the Giants' last chance. And I guess now he knows for sure he's in the big leagues. So ninth inning, your first game, you're facing the guys going 101 miles an hour.
You're facing the best fastball in the National League. Yeah. I would say he knows he's in the big leagues.
Caught by Frazier. Man, he smoked that ball. The off-speed pitch clocked at 88 miles an hour, and he just destroyed it. But Frazier was in the no doubles kind of a defense, and it went right to him. And that is the game.
Well, a night to remember for Adam Duvall, but a night to forget for the Giants, as they just could not do much with Mike Leake.
So Leake just shuts them down for his 6th win of the year. Vogelsong takes the loss, and the Giants lose again. 12th in their last 16 games. 3-1 Reds. We'll be back with more.